He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Pistol, pistol, pistol.
Bravo!
A first down throw for Mayfield. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up second down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
180! Regular, regular, regular.
Chopper!
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
Up, drop it.
Smooth!
First down, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Steve 6! Steve 6!
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8. Number 53, Mike 53. Push him back.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Breida. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Alert! Point it right.
Hey, orbit.
From the 44, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A big play there. 56 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
I'm on 80. I got it. 15.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Kenny Clark forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Let's get this.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Mahomes going to throw. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
I got you. I got you.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big C.
Hey, alert 33.
Watch, twist.
Regular. Hey, Charlie.
52.
To throw, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and run that route in a big way.
They run with Breida. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
King. Alert.
Second and 1 at the 17-yard line.
Any weapons? Hey, Zoo. King. Watch out.
From the 17, Mayfield. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brings up second and goal at the 6.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Butker's kick here is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Breida. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball.
And now off to the races, down the right side, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Mayfield looks to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Go, go.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hurry! 58's the Mike.
Hurry!
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. 58's the Mike. 58.
Real.
Mike. No.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here we go. Hey, high 7. 58.
On second down, Mayfield again. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Exit.
On third down, Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Alert, 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 alert.
52.
Hey, Alpha.
52's the mic.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
King.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. I don't think you got it, son.
Now Mayfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Here's Mayfield. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Zach Ertz as the first half is winding down as the Ravens push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
53 to Mike. 53.
And again, it's Mahomes. Got him in. It's Brown. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Mahomes again. That's complete. It's Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
It's going to be a long day.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Out. Check.
Here's Bell, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check. 22 jet bombers.
Mayfield. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch tight end.
Run. Hey, alert 33. Hey, echo.
Check out.
Right.
Mayfield down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike,
Five. Hey, alert!
From the gun, Mayfield. He finds his man Johnson. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on fourth and a yard. On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
First down, Ravens.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 99. Check 99. Check.
Real.
Mayfield with it once more. Flushed out right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
And this is caught. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 53 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off, and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there.
Kill.
Now Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Let's get it.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. Here's Mahomes to throw. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Now a give to Breida. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
180.
Focus, defense, focus. Whip. Watch the whip.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
You're not ready. Kill.
Alert, alert.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield caught by the tight end Ertz. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Steelers' 8.
They run again with Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Steelers 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check.
Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34.
That's another Steelers first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back to throw. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Patrick Mahomes saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Cut. Shift. Check 3. Sponge. No. Joker.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go down.
Yeah, I guess they could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in an evenly contested AFC title game, that very likely was the kick that'll send them to the Super Bowl.
And that's why you and I are up in the booth. Can't even imagine the pressure he was under right there. I mean, that's a career definer. And he stepped up and calmly put it through the uprights.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. T.J. Watt. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And the AFC champion has been crowned. Onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.